What's up everybody, welcome to money management channel. My name is Andy and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And for today's video, guys, unfortunately I don't have a lot of news, but this news that I have on the table is quite interesting, to be honest, and I will show you them in details within just several minutes. And before we dive deep into all of this, guys, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm and drop me a line in the comment section if you think my videos are valuable for you. So let's start with the Scott Trott's Twitter account, and I have to admit that for now I see more and more signs that people from MMTLP community divided by two camps, and one camp wanted to see the resolution through litigations, and the second part of this camp wanted to see the resolution from some mysterious forces that are working behind the scenes, and they don't want to disclose their actions because of I don't know why, but they work mysteriously, and they work 100% incognito. And guys, I think you are wrong, and we don't have any type of mysterious forces that might help us. The only force that we have is the community itself. Basically, it is our community, it is our community members, and if we will not act, we will not have a resolution. And guys, let me show you this tweet that was reposted by Scott, and that was originally made back in October of this year, October 22nd of this year, by Daniel Spears. And Daniel Spears wrote, MMTLP, a CEO finds it appropriate to talk crap about his own shareholder. McCabe was asked a few questions to assist us with resolution. He not only deflected, he attacked his own shareholder. And guys, Daniel refers to the letter that was written to the questions that were written by Scott, and that wasn't answered by Greg McCabe. At the same time, Greg started to blame Scott because of these questions. And guys, I think it is the right of any shareholder to know what actions the company should perform in order to solve a certain problem. Unfortunately, Greg keeps silence in this matter, and that is why, guys, we have to act in order to receive these answers. And you might wonder who this person is, Daniel Spears, and let me show you quite interesting information. Below this tweet you can find this screenshot, and it was also published on October 22nd. And the question that was asked to her is following. Interesting, you tell me I don't have shares, and I show you mine in E-Trade and in my next reply in EQ, while asking you to show yours. And you say Jane Capella has none, of which I do not know she does, if she does or not. I show receipts, you show nothing but anger. Who is the MMTLP shield? And this is again quite a straightforward question for Daniel Spears. And Daniel reported, I've repeatedly posted proof of my shares. You showed a picture of shares with no identifying information. No, nothing to prove it's you who owns shares. Let's try this again. And she added this screenshot, and here you can see, let me show you in details. Here you can see basically a document from AST, Equinity, and it is the name of Daniel Spears. The date of this document is November 17th, 2023. The company name, the name of shares is NextBridge Hydrocarbons. And here you can see how many shares does she have. 7.2 million shares. Guys, I have to say that it is basically for the first time when I see this number of shares from just a person who wants to see the resolution. And I have to admit that she invested about $20 million in NextBridge Hydrocarbons, and for now I have to admit that she's stuck in this case with I think she has more shares than 99% of MMTLP shareholders have. And that is why, guys, she can ask questions and any type of questions to Greg and to any other members of board of directors of NextBridge Hydrocarbons. And let me show you, wait a second, somewhere here I also saw quite interesting, not here, but guys, what do I see for now? I see that we have basically two parts of the camp, and as I already mentioned, one part want to see the resolution through the litigation processes or through active actions that will be performed by the community itself, and other part is relying on some mysterious forces that are supposedly working behind the scenes, and the most important part is they don't want to see in the list of the wrongdoers any member of board of directors, former or active members of board of directors of NextBridge Hydrocarbons, MMTLP, and even MMAT. And guys, the justice doesn't work this way. If the investigation is active, you will not hide any information from it. And you know that justice is a blind woman who doesn't care who is in front of her. The only thing that she cares about is the justice itself. And you have to keep this in mind. So let me show you another update, basically from Daniel. Your favorite SGM wrote several tweets in response to his own Step 2 tweet. And guys, let me clarify a little bit this part of our saga. Your favorite SGM is a veteran. Basically, he's in active duty, and I have to admit that he has a right to toll the statute of limitations. And he also wants to know the answers from Greg McCabe, from the person who transferred his shares to ST and who promote the same act for other shareholders to transfer their shares to ST with a new dividend company that should be distributed between the people who transfer their shares to ST. But at the same time, right after it happened, he withdrew the S1 statement, which explains all the details of this new dividend distribution. And for now, these people who transfer their shares to ST basically don't have anything at all with their actions. They paid for it, and they didn't receive any updates, and we don't know what to do next. That is why, guys, your favorite SGM, Daniel, his real name is Daniel Oxer, he asks as basically the same questions that were asked by Scott to Greg McCabe, and he wants to see these answers by the end of this month. And guys, right after that, he will be able to file a lawsuit, and believe me, he will do it because he knows how to act, and he is extremely confident in his actions. But some people, let me show you right here, some people want to act a little bit different, let's put it this way. Let me show you, wait a second. More the ambulance chaser wrote this. He's attacking NextBridge and Burda because he is a basil plant, or in my way of describing him, a big piece of crap. And Daniel wrote, it's weird how you have to be on a team. Maybe I'm just fed up and I want my questions answered. Oh, and that's a 28-year army service combat veteran, Sergeant Major, piece of crap to you, sir. To go get some exercise, you will feel better. Be well. And more the ambulance chaser responded to him. Well, I served in the Bulgarian army too, before I immigrated in the USA. And yes, I'm not on a team if you pay me. Attacking McCabe and Burda doesn't help us, period. Guys, who tells you this? Who tells you that the questions to Greg McCabe and John Burda will not help us? I think it is just another misleading statement. We have to ask them, because NextBridge Hydrocarbons is a private company, but they have to disclose all the information in regards to their actions to their existing shareholders. And for now, they didn't do anything in order to make it happen. And let me show you this tweet in response to the ambulance chaser. Dennis wrote, the statute of limitations is just days away. They need to do something. They need to do some action on behalf of shareholders, or else it's neglect of corporate duty. And more the ambulance chaser wrote, how about if they are doing something but don't announce it yet because they have been cautious? And guys, here's the brilliant answer of Daniel. There is no they, there is me. But I will say some in the community have been very helpful, polite and awesome to talk to on all sides of the proverbial aisle. Some have chosen to duplicate or mimic my actions, but that's on them, not because I endorse or control it. And guys, I have to ensure you that there is no they in this saga. There is only community members, MMTLP community members, and no one is working behind the scene to help us. Let me show you another community members. So Don Fizz just recently made couple of tweets, but he is still more mysterious person than the real helper. And yes, he helped a lot to the community by his actions in Congress about a year ago. But the results of these actions, we don't know the results. Where are the results of his meetings? He didn't disclose it. Next one. Who's the next one? George Palikors. George Palikors just recently made several tweets in regards to his investigation of the high-frequency trading and how this high-frequency trading from hedge funds might affect the real number of MMTLP shares in particular. John Burda published several random tweets, and by the way, guys, he reposted the tweet from Market News, and I have to say that, let me quote you this. Just in, JP Morgan Chase has now paid more than $40 billion in total fines and settlements. Corrupt banks and security firms that are currently getting fined include Ken Griffin's Citadel, TD Bank, Barclays, Citi and Wells Fargo. And guys, on the first glance, this news is really awesome news because $40 billion in total fines and settlements is a huge amount of money. But guys, let's do this. If you highlight this title and search in Google for this information, you will not find any legitimate sources of this news. All of this is just someone's Facebook accounts or someone's personal blogs like Frank Ness. And Frank Ness is just a one-man orchestra, and he makes his blog by his own, and that is why, guys, I didn't find any mentions of this huge fine of $40 billion that was implemented to Morgan Chase. That is why, guys, again, Market News published some information that doesn't have any grounds, and John Burda reposted it. So let's continue. Who's next? Due diligence. Due diligence is the person who made a lot of statements, but none of them came to a fruition. He stated several times that the resolution will be within next 30 days, within next 90 days, and he will drop a bombshell, but nothing happens at all. Next one, Junk Savvy. Junk Savvy basically switched her attention from MMTLP saga to just general political system in the United States of America. Next one, Mark Basile. Mark Basile recently had several legal cases, and unfortunately the most recent one that where he was a lawyer of Anna Trades, and I will cover it in just several minutes. Basically, this case also was dismissed by the judge, and we don't have any legal actions from Mark at this very moment. Unfortunately, he knows that statute of limitation deadline is coming, and that is why we have to act differently. And that is why, guys, he helps Scott, and I'm sure he will help Daniel if Daniel asks him. And that is why, guys, the only path that we have on the table right now is the litigations. Next one, 100 mph. Again, he switched his focus to other cases. Next one, Anna Trades. Anna Trades is completely silent right now, despite the fact that she was the very first person who asked directly Gary Gensler tricky questions in regards to MMTLP, and she made it on April 19th of 2023. But for now, nothing happens from this side. Next one. Senator Chris Ross. Yes, he wanted to help us, but his recent tweets is not related to MMTLP at all, and I cannot blame him because of these actions. He just started his actions in Congress, his work in Congress, and that is why we cannot wait any substantial steps from him on this side. So guys, what do we have left? We have left on the table just two lawsuits, basically one lawsuit. It is the lawsuit that was filed by Scott, and the second one is the actions that Sergeant, your favorite SGM, acts in his mails with Greg McCabe and Knightsbridge Hydrocarbons. And believe me, he will file another lawsuit, and time will tell where these actions might lead us. But for now, guys, tell me, what do we have left on the table? What active cases do we have in order to see the resolution? Nothing, except Scott's lawsuit and except Daniel's Oxel mails. So that's it, and that is why, guys, be patient and do not try to switch your attention to any other minor things.
And guys, let me tell you my personal story. I have a wife and two children aged 11 and 15, as well as a small dog. After 30 years of living in Russia near the Baikal Lake, we decided to move. Now we reside in Serbia. Although I don't own any MMTLP shares, I invest a lot of time creating daily MMTLP videos. I have been doing this every day without days off and holidays for more than 1.5 years. Now I wish to buy back this time from my family, from my children. We've agreed that I will ask the MMTLP community to support me, and I will give all the money to the children. Therefore, if you believe that I am providing useful content for you and wish to support me, you can join my Patreon account. For $5 a month, I will add your name to my list of supporters if you wish. Thank you in advance. The link you can find in the description below. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life.